It's week 1 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Jags and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former number 1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. ETN once more. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Three 0 after one on EA's. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Being chased out left.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what the jump.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Full run show Fatukasi in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now it's Richardson. As this complete to Woods. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL. And
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrase that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Now third down and very long. Richardson looking to throw this. And the pressure gets to him again. Foye Oluokun drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Etienne once more. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On play action, Lawrence buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by McManus is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Richardson and the Colts now down by 10, just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Richardson. Got his man, it's Woods. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's Richardson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Now Richardson.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Richardson to throw it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 24. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And Juju Brents comes up for the stop.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence.
Forced out to his left.
That is caught.
Touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One last shot for Richardson.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.